gangs.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really knock gangs. I knock what gangs are doing.
What's the difference?
I'm gonna tell you.
You know,
I'm gonna tell you.
there. What's the difference?
I don't knock gangs, but I knock what gangs are doing. To me, gangs should have evolved, and I think I remember this, and we might have to research this, but I thought I saw this last year.
Evolve to get back to their roots.
Both evolve and get back to their roots. So last year, I could have swore I saw something that Big Mike posted out there.
Okay.
And it might be his product, or he might be affiliated with it, but it was something like some soda or some juice that was out there that was like some Crip and Blood product. It was a product by the Crips and the Bloods.
Okay.
It was something like that. And I think this is what, and correct me if I'm wrong. Anybody put in the comments if you have more information on this. I didn't, you know what I mean? Remembering something from a year ago. But I think he was actually pushing out the Big Mike was saying the power that these gangs and these organizations actually have and how people gravitate towards that gang life, and even these young white suburban kids or whoever it is use that power to sell products, to do certain things.
Cripocola?
That's it right there. So
Okay.
so my thought is this. If these gangs
$50. That must be a wholesale price.
Yeah.
That better be a wholesale
Listen,
price. That
So
better be a wholesale price.
so think about this. If these gangs come together when these organizations and work as an organization, understanding that we got this much influence. Let's stick with the Crips and the Bloods for a minute. Yep, that's it. There it is.
Yeah. Look at the price. $50 a bottle.
So listen. So let's say this.
It must be like a souvenir piece or something.
Possibly. So let's say this, because I think it might have went out of stock, so it might be something like if you last bit of the inventory, that's what you get. I'm assuming.
All right.
So let's say this. If they start saying, hey, listen, people follow us in what we do. Let's invest in this particular product. Put it under our label. Everybody want to run out and buy it like crazy. Let's invest in these dials. Let's invest in, this stock or whatever it is. Using your power as your gang. Your gang follow. Gang, right?
You know, most industries, like
But you see what I'm saying?
fashion is doing that.
There we go.
No, fashion is eating off of them.
Oh, that's my point. There we go. They're capitalizing off of
when
your
you see-
movement.
When you see Nike release Jordans that are all red and then turn around and release Jordans that are all blue.
Hold on, let's go even further than that.
I'm
When you
telling
see
you.
Nikes, you know they got that little Nike low top, little meltdown one that has the actual bandana pattern on it.
Yeah, but
That came out to the stores. It was the bandana pattern that was on Nike.com.
yeah, and then they had to take them down or something like
Oh, they
that.
did?
But if you've paid attention, they ensure that with whatever version sneaker that they come out with something that's red, they automatically come out with something blue.
Wow,
and
I ain't even peeped that.
And I don't mean just like just a color scheme of a sneaker that's like red, white, and black or something like that. I mean, yeah, you have your Jordan, like a Jordan 4, which is gray, black, red, right? Well, then you'll come out with the exact same pair with gray, black, and blue. Then you'll come out with an all red pair, right, premium, and turn around and then do an all blue pair months later.
Wow.
That's also premium, and they sell out.
Pay
and
attention.
I always said to myself,
Pay attention.
because I always realized, like, yo, why they sell out so quick? They sell out so quick. Well, that's why they sell out so quick.
Nike
right?
on that gang.
They sell out so quick because it's all red. Well, you walking around, and then when you watch, if you see the videos and you see the YouTube stuff and the Instagram, you see who's wearing the all red joints and blah blah blah. And then when the blues come out, you see who's rocking all the blue. So it's like,
So Nike. So in other
you
words,
can't tell me they're ignorant to it.
So pay attention, y'all. I fully agree.
You
Pay
can't
attention.
tell me they're ignorant to it. So
They're capitalizing off of you guys. Capitalize off of yourself. They're understanding that Crips and Bloods is no longer a West Coast thing. That's down south. That's East Coast. That's any and everywhere you go. So if y'all ganging up and clicking up that particular way, hey, make money off of it. You know what I'm saying? Make those organizations or that unity or that brotherhood that you got,
or
flip
maybe
the
there's
script.
somebody in position who's just like, yo, I know what sells, and I'm gonna tell you what sells.
But
You need to
but
do
regardless,
this.
the company's following.
I mean, the company's eating, and then
The
maybe
company's
somebody,
eating.
somebody is
Come on,
clearly
y'all.
capitalizing.
Come
off
on,
of
come
it.
on, y'all. forming. Matter of fact,
Always.
LLC, Crips and Bloods, man. Register them companies, man.
And I don't mean like
Register them gangs, man.
and
Get some
just,
money off of it.
Again, to be clear, we're not talking about like red like
Yeah.
a sneaker that has red in it
No,
or blue
we
in it. I'm
talking
talking
about-
like all
yeah,
blue,
we talking
all
about
red. You
The
know what I
straight
mean?
colorway is
Yeah.
suede, all suede,
Don, I think,
blue,
I think Don,
Jordan 12s.
Don C had some he had some tools that
The
he
twos,
had.
the all blue ones.
The all blue ones, but they also
was
had all red ones. They also had all
I ain't
red
see the all
ones.
red ones. I know the all blue ones was crack.
Yeah,
Oh,
but you,
man.
who you think bought those?
Cuz. Cuz.
You know what I'm saying?
Everybody that's cuz brought
Right.
those.
So that's my point.
So shout out all the Bloods and Crips. You know what I'm saying? And I'm saying shout out not from a negative standpoint. I ain't talking about all the fuckery or anything like that. I'm talking about the positive brotherhood that's actually there. That just needs to be nurtured and evolved and go back to, like Steve said, to the roots. Because if y'all, we're going another, we'll touch that on another episode. We'll go back to the origin of these gangs,
yeah,
where the Crips really came from and how the Bloods were formed after the Crips and what was their reason to being formed. And then we'll go all the way back so people can understand even Chirac and the foundation of gangs there that actually led to the Crips and the Bloods. Because a lot of people don't understand. Chicago ain't following L.A.
Mhm.
Chicago started this gang stuff. It started the origin of this stuff, to my understanding, is Chicago. And those
Well,
individuals
the
left there, and
individuals,
that's
where
where
the-
you get the Crips from. That
where
was
the-
originally,
where the individuals were from.
yeah.
Right.
So that gang life in Chicago is mad real, and even back then, it was structure. But because when we do that episode, we'll talk about what they actually did to Chicago. We're knocking down the projects, taking out all the leaders of the gangs that actually controlled and had that leadership over them and keeping people in line, and what that did to where things are at right now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And them baby soldiers right there just needing that structure. Anyway, so